They can cover their face too. They'll just have their eyes showing, but have all this covered, even their mouth, nose, so you can only see their eyes, whatever, what's over their head. Um, and whenever he was telling me this, he was saying because, um, yeah, but he said basically out of sight, out of mind. And so to him, he thinks the leading cause of rape and, you know, stuff like that is because females in America, we have all this showing right here, and it makes, males, it gives males urges, and they react on them urges. He said when he was a cab driver in New York, um, he was seeing a bunch of girls have, shorts showing all their, their quads, their thighs, and shirts up to here and stuff. And there would be a lot of accidents because, you know, people would be trying to look at the girls with all this showing and not paying attention to the road. And so that's what, so he thinks, um, to them that since they have all of this, everything covered, the females, that, you know, rape isn't going to happen to them. I think he said like they have one of the lowest rates of rape or something like that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. What else? Um, they don't do at their gatherings, or whatever. They don't have no pork, no liquor. Um, People bring chicken, beef, lamb, rice. Um, I'm sorry, soup. They have specific soup they cook, and people can bring. They He said pizza with an exception. Obviously, you can't have no bacon on it, none of that. Just cheese pizza would work. Um, what else? Oh yeah, they don't have pictures hung up on their walls in their churches. Um, he said, but they have like a their God has like a flower or something like that they can hang up, but they don't have they don't look at the pictures to, um, which is a distraction in their church, so they don't hang up any pictures. Um, okay, so basically, whenever before my visit, I remember I was texting one of my friends and I was like, I'm about to go to a mosque. And they was like, well, are you excited, nervous? I was like, I'm kind of nervous because this is something new to me. So I've never experienced a mosque before. I've only had, you know, sort of like Muslim friends, teammates that kind of told me about their religion once before, and and kind of know knowledge from this class. And so, but I didn't know how they were going to react to my pink hair too. I didn't know if I had to cover that or not. I try to be. I do know that like when women are fully clothed, so I did respect them in that. I wore a shirt that like cuts off right here. Um, it had my basketball. It had Butler basketball on it, and then I wore leggings that cut off at my ankles. And then I didn't have anything that covers my hair, but whenever I got there, he said it was okay because, I'm not in the prayer yet, and so, I didn't have to cover. I didn't have to have everything covered like that. Um, I like. I would actually kind of want to go back just because I want to fully sit in on the whole prayer and not part of it because I didn't need to sit on all of it because it goes so late, and so we had we have early conditioning the next day, so I had to get back. But it was honestly very interesting and very eye opening to see what other people think about in terms of, based on their religion, and not just hearing about Christianity 24/7, because there's some similarities, but there's a lot of differences too. Um, what was this? Um, I would say like unfamiliar and surprising was okay. So when I walked in, when I first got there, I pulled in. It had a female entrance, and then it had a male entrance, and so the females have to go through one way for their prayer, and then or to get together, and then the males have to enter another way to also uh, get into theirs, and you have to take your shoes off also when you enter. But they have this whole like the main. I'm gonna show you in the pictures too, because I took pictures. They have the main worship where they do their prayers, and there's like, um, I think that they look like this, like kind of like this. They have, and he said each person have like they bend their knees, and that's where they pray in every little section, like every single one. And he says when it hits 9 o'clock, the whole thing is filled. So that's when the sometimes he said they cover all that section, and then they have to use the male part, and then they have to use the female part because there's so many people that come. Um, what was familiar was some of the language was kind of familiar. What is it? It's Assalamu alaikum. That was familiar. I've heard that once before. Also, when he did tell me I had to take off my shoes, that I had already knew about that. And then I kind of already knew about how the females had to be fully covered, but whenever he was explaining to me, it was just crazy the explanation to behind their logic of having the females covered, because I mean, to me, I don't think that's entirely true, but everybody has different, you know, understandings of things. So if that's what their understanding is of, of the cause of rape, then that's what their understanding is. Um, what did I learn about? I learned about a lot of things. Also, that I didn't know there was like they had a bunch of not other religions, but yeah, other religions that also come into their churches too. Like he was saying, like Christians, um, Hindus, like everybody comes into their church and accepts everything too, which I thought was interesting because I thought they just all separate apart. Like I didn't know they have Christians involved with their church, or furthermore, be their community leaders. So I thought that was very interesting. Um, what did I learn about myself? I'll say I learned that this could be the religion that I would go to. I did promise him that I would come back though. I promised him because he had a nice little wardrobe um, picked out for me that he wanted me to wear, but I couldn't wear because I had to leave early. So I want to go back and actually experience. I want to put on, the veils and the wardrobe and everything like that, and just be a part of the whole prayers so I can know more about this religion, because uh, this is a religion that I would actually like to explore more and know more about, because it's very interesting. And whenever he was talking about their God and everything. I want to learn more about their God because when he was talking about that, I wish I understood more about what he was saying so I could say it more. But I was trying to write down everything he was talking about, but I couldn't get down everything. But that was mostly it. Um, he said I could also call him whenever I want. He gave me his cell phone number. And I can call him whenever I want if I have any questions about anything. And he said they don't really do pictures, like take pictures of people, but he took a picture with me because he said for my project he didn't want it to go public to everybody, but I was telling him that it's just that my professor and me are the only ones going to see it. So he was whenever he got his picture taken, he was very excited. So you're going to see a little smile on his face. But that's mostly it. um, I really enjoyed the whole visit presentation, and yeah, thank you.